All righty, what is going on, everyone? Welcome to a Wednesday night for some web breaks. I like that. Web breaks on Wednesday. This should be a normal thing for us. Let's see. What am I doing here? What am I doing here? All right. So we are doing website break 2024 Bowman Mega half case random team break number 149. Um, First off, thank you everybody who went to the website. As always, as I usually state, it's a game and it's a pain. But with more and more people you go to the website, the less we use eBay, the better pricing you get, the less headaches I deal with. But it's a long process. So for those of you who have found the website and it's done well by you, I thank you and hope you will continue to go there. Now, we also have the Megabox 151 or pick your team. I think there's one or two teams left. So I'm feeling somewhat confident we're going to break that next. Yeah. I mean, I think it's the White Sox and Marlins. If somebody picks up the White Sox, I'll just eat the Marlins. I don't really care. But the White Sox are actually an all right team in it. So hopefully someone will pick up the White Sox and we'll do that after this. Chris, what is up, buddy? How are you? So, all right. So we don't have to do our usual eBay spiel stuff. Just again, thank everyone for coming here. We do have to do a random. And let's do this. Let's roll some dice for how many times we're going to randomize, just for fun. Usually we do it 7 times, but let's see. Let's get out the old Tennessee dice and see what the dice gods say to us this evening. Well, there's a 4. Let's see what the other one's going to give us. And a 4. That's 8. So we'll randomize 8 times. We'll randomize the teams 8 times and people 8 times and match them up, and that's who you're going to get. All right. All right, let's do that. Here we go. All right, so here's our teams, our 30 teams. Now, I was thinking about this earlier. Anybody who gets the Marlins, who else? I got to think now. The Marlins, I'm trying to remember in my head. The Cardinals. Who's the other one? I think the Guardians, right? Cardinals. So Marlins, Cardinals, Guardians. If anyone who gets one of those 3 in the random, we'll include a Leaf Holiday bonus pack for you guys. So I'll show you in a second. I'm just thinking out loud. I'm sorry. All right, let's do the random on the teams 8 times. Here we go. Oh, here are all our teams. So you guys can see them all. La 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 la. All right, 1. 7 and number 8. Here we go. All right, Angels down to the Orioles. Let's take this guy. Oh, too far. Go over here. All right, now. All right, so here are all our people: Jose F., Robert H., Rob B 3 times, Matt K 2 times, Ian H 2 times, Jacob C 2 times, Thomas L 2 times, Eric G, Robert H, Josh B 2 times, Chris H, Ian H 3 times, Chris H again, Robert H, Thomas L 2 times, Ronnie 3 times, and Tim P 2 times. All right, same deal. Randomized 8 times. Here we go. 1, 7, and lucky number 8. All right, Robert H. Down to, who's on the bottom there? Down to Ron E. All right. 1 sec here. I'll bring up. Let's bring them up. All right. So there's our teams for the rando. Angels, Robert H. Cubs, Thomas L. Giants, Rob B. Diamondbacks, Tim P. Rockies, Thomas L. Pirates, Matt K. Mets, Ian H. Padres, Robert H. Guardians, Jose F. Mariners, Chris H. Rangers, Ron E. White Sox, Ian H. Reds, Thomas L. Dodgers, Matt K. Phillies, Eric G. Yankees, Ian H. Cardinals, Chris H. Braves, Ron E. A's, Ian H. Rays, Rob B. Marlins, Josh B. Red Sox, Tim P. Twins, Thomas L. Nationals, Ian H. Royals, Rob B. Blue Jays, Robert H. Tigers, Jacob B. Astros, Josh B. Brewers, Jacob C. And finally, Orioles, Ron E. All right. Now, give me 1 sec. I'm going to minimize that for a second. It's going to come off the screen. Let me do this. This guy. Oh, damn. Why isn't my other one on? Hold on 1 sec. Hello. My other monitor is not working for some reason. Well, I don't have to have it. It's fine. Just leave it this way. Not the end of the world. Yeah, I know. That's why I'm giving Cleveland a Leaf holiday pack with their team. All right, so I'm not going to leave that. I have the list. You guys see your teams up there. I'm going to take it down. I know it annoys some people being up there, and I do have the list, so I'll call out anyone, of course. Do do do. Do 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 do. All right, move this guy over. No, 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 no. Don't do that. No, not bad if he's hit, but the odds are. So yeah, so the Guardians, the Cardinals, and Miami. Look, the reason I brought this up is when I put this break up, I wasn't thinking at first. I probably should have put up combo spots and charged a few extra bucks. And I don't know why I wasn't thinking of that at the time. And then today I was thinking about I wanted to add something. I have some of these, so I figured I'd send you guys these. So the Guardians is Jose F. He'll get one. Miami is Where's the Marlins at? Marlins. Hello. Josh B. I'll send you one. And Cardinals, Chris H. will send you one. So, look, those teams also have cards too, but not as many as the other teams do. So, figured give you something a little extra. What the hell? You know me. I'm a nice guy like that. I'm all right. Let's open some cards. Alrighty. Let's see what we got this evening. Good luck, everybody. Yamamoto rookie. I'm telling you, I don't. Some way they like process these cards or something for these packs. Zanatello and Collier, the papers, they're like so compressed. It's strange. I guess it's just the way they put the packs together for these ones. You have to kind of feel them to understand what I mean. They're hard to come apart. Mookie. Herman Ramirez and Lee. I saw him on a little bit today. I've seen him sparsely here and there. De La Cruz rookie. I got to see him for about an inning or so today, and that was about it. Schul and Gutierrez. It's nice to see a number one pitcher actually pitch and do well. Because, I mean, not to say that number one pitchers haven't become good, but the last few have either gotten hurt or been out for TJ or, like Heredia and Morgan, or still haven't. If you look at the last 10 years of draft picks for the number one pick who were pitchers, they haven't had a ton of success. So it's nice to see someone be able to do what they're supposed to do. Was it? Yeah, I didn't see it. So, like I said, I only saw a little bit of it. All right, Austin Wells rookie, Geloff, Pete Crow Armstrong, Ortiz, and Cooper Pratt. Okay, so I forgot to tell you guys. I know some of you were in the break the other night. We sleeve and top load all first Mojo refractors. Okay, no matter who the player is, the rookies too. So a lot of these end up getting, pretty much all of them end up getting sleeved and top loaded, to be honest with you. But just FYI. Also, Thomas. I don't know if Thomas is here. I know he's in the break. What was that? I know he's in the break, so maybe he'll see it on. I missed this. No, that's the wrong one. Where did it go? Where did I put him? Damn. No, maybe he's not up here. I left you a message. Oh, here he is. Thomas, I sent you an email the other day. I never heard back from you. We missed this in the full case break the other night, the Jason Dominguez to 199. They're very similar looking, so that one will be coming out to you also. Just, I don't know if you saw the message, so. All right, here we go. Colton Cowser, Kershtat, Prospect Power Up, Matt Shaw, Paul Skeens, and there's a De La Cruz rookie. Very nice. Very nice. Has anyone followed Detroit? Like, whatever happened with the KCMIs? Is he doing anything now? I mean, he did go out for surgery, right? Is he back to pitching? Is he any good? Like, he's one of those guys, again, was the number one pick, was supposed to be, and nothing. you know? It's tough being a pitcher nowadays, I think. Like, you have to have almost a bionic arm, I think. I think I mentioned to you guys, I watched this thing about a week ago on YouTube about a breakdown of all the number one picks of the last, like, since 2010, Ruiz and Arias. And, of course, they started with Harper in 2010 and kind of went through his career and it's, and how people hate him and all this stuff. And how he's kind of reborn in Philly and blah, 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 blah. But, like, when they got to the pitchers, it was like, it makes you wonder why anyone takes pitcher number one overall. Glad and Forrester. Because none of them, I mean, that's why I'm glad to see Paul Skeens doing well so far, at least. Because many of them either never even pitched, took them 10 years to get there, or, still aren't there yet because of injuries or 8 million other problems they have, Bradfield and Ceballos. How about the guys getting kicked out for gambling? I don't know if you guys read about it. I read the actual story of the Tucapito guy who got banned for life. And the interesting part of it was, if you don't know the story, Farmello and Foster, was he placed $150,000 worth of bets while he was on the IR, and he was with the Pirates, and he bet on Pirate games, which, is a huge no-no, first off. But he only won like 3% of the time. Like, this dude gets kicked out of baseball for life, and he's a bad gambler on top of it. He can't even win. It's pathetic. All right, Dominguez rookie. Otani, Junior Caminero, rookie of the year favorites. There's a nice Lombard and Kyle Teal. It's a nice pack. Lots of goodies in there. Like, that's kind of the crazy part to me. At least be a winner. Like, if you're gonna put your career in jeopardy like that. Soderstrom, Jordan Walker, Drew Jones, prospect power up, Ben Williamson, and Carson Wisenhunt. How'd that game end up? That Pirates Dodgers game. Pirates win. I was watching the Phillies and Brewers have absolutely no offense for the last 3 days, and the Phillies swept the Brewers, and neither team had any offense. It was weird. It was a weird series. A lot of really good defense. Don't get me wrong, but I was expecting like huge scores in that series, and there was like nothing. Phillies did just enough to win. Emerson and Isaac, which, believe me, I'm not complaining about. Otani was able to get a home run. Skeens, I think, went 7 innings, 3 earned, 8 straight. That's not bad. Yeah, and don't get me wrong, the Dodgers are really good, obviously, but I don't think their offense is their strength. I mean, I don't think it's that hard to put runs up on the Dodgers. I mean, I'm sure people disagree with me, but I don't know if their defense is as strong as their offense is, obviously. Then, in their case, it might not matter, I was looking at team stats last night. Keishel and Anthony. I was a little surprised by some of them, but man, the Yankees are just bombing the ball up there in New York. My, oh my. Like they have 3 people in the top 10 for home runs. I mean, Stanton, Judge, and Soto are all in the top 10 for home runs. That's crazy. There's Dylan Cruz and Travis Honeyman. Yeah, it's crazy, right? Because honestly, I mean, don't get me wrong, adding Soto was a huge help, but I didn't expect the Yankees to be where they're at right now. And I don't know if they'll stay that way all season, but and they have some issues on that team, so it's kind of amazing that they're doing as well as they are. Justin Crawford, Junior Caminero rookie, Austin Wells, Curtis Mead, and Luis Matos. Big rookie pack there. Do-do-do. Do-do. Do-do. Get some fuchsia. All right, Mike Trout. There's Juan Soto. We got on the back. Encarnacio Strand rookie. Quinn Priester. And oh wow. Very nice. For the Phils. Who's got him? Who's got the Phillies? Phillies. Eric. Nice Aiden Miller, man. Jealousy right there. 141 of 299. That is a pretty card. Very nice. Congrats. Yeah, I mean, to me, I think like with the Yankees, it's, offense like that cures a lot of ills, It's funny with those two there, too. Stanton is kind of the forgotten about guy, and he's right there with them, too. He's only a couple home runs behind Soto. Not forgotten, but you know what I mean. Like, kind of overshadowed. Again, this year is very strange so far, where there's literally like Head and Jung. There's like 8 teams that are good, and everyone else is just like blah. Like even if you look at run differential and stuff like that, I mean, it's so lopsided for a few teams. It's I don't know. It's really amazing. And then you have, what did I notice last night? Like there's like 3 divisions where the second place team is under 500. Rios and Alderman. This was as of a day or 2 ago. Like that's kind of crazy. I mean, that's what I mean where there's only like, there's like 7 or 8 teams that are really good and everybody else is not much to worry about, I don't think. Not at this point, anyway. We'll see. I mean, it's a long season. A lot can happen. Rocafort and Bonilla. Wilkins. Jacob Burke and Brock Vredenberg. All right, next, 2 Mojos. Good luck. All right, J-Rod, Indy Rodriguez, Everson Pereira, Rookie of the Year favorites, Corbin Carroll, and Enrique Jimenez first for Detroit. Yeah. Walco. It's a good one. Cerna. Zavala power up. Bryce Matthews and Yandy Morales. Well, now that Acuna went down, they should be able to win a World Series. That's what they did last time, right? Acuna went down, they won the World Series. How much easier is it than that? Like, all right, Alcantara, Dominguez rookie, Teal paper, Luke Keeschel and Lee. Ba-da, 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 ba-da. Dylan Cruz paper, Nunez and Gutierrez. So for eBay this weekend, next week Series 2 comes out. So in kind of celebration of Series 2, I brought in a case of Series 1 for this weekend, along with a bunch of other stuff, more Topps Chrome Platinum, which we got a very delicious Topps Chrome Platinum sitting on the website there, about 12 spots left. Fill that up. We could break that. Cerna and Morgan. Prices on that are going through the roof. People are love Topps Chrome Platinum. It's hot seller. It's a hot seller. I just finally got my cases from Topps. Susak and Isaac. All right, next two Mojo packs. Ooh, this one feels a little chunky. Extra cards or it might be extra cards. All right, hopefully something good. Okay, Antonio Anderson, Matt Shaw, Zanatello. Didn't we pull him in the last break? I think we did. Zantello for the Red Sox, Tim P. Zantello, Nazine Zantello. All right, Evan Carter, Rookie of the Year, Matos, Priester, and Encarnacio Strand. It's funny, too, because I saw a Bowman break the other day. I saw the same auto pulled in that, too. Weird. Apparently they have quite a few Zantellos lying around. If that knee was bothering him from the start. Yeah, I think he's just lucky it wasn't the same knee. Look, I'm a Phillies fan. I'm not a Braves fan, whatever. But I hate to see a really good player like that go down. I don't wish that on anybody. Spencer Jones, Justin Crawford, Spencer Jones prospect power up. Speak of the devil, Acuna and Jared Dickey first. All right, 5 down, 5 to go. Don't get me wrong, everyone loves their team to win, but I like good baseball too. And something like that, a second ACL, man, that could just be the end of like that dude's career, and he's still got a long way to go, It's funny. I was looking at the stats the other day. The team I want to understand is the Reds. What happened to the Reds? They started out pretty well, but it's like they've just been falling apart or something. And I'm just going based on stats that I saw because I don't really follow them. Rodriguez and Arroyo. But to me, like De La Cruz Ellie is a really good player, but it seems like from his stats, he's kind of Jekyll and Hyde. He can be phenomenal one day and a little lost the next day. But they have a lot of young talent there. Just thought they'd be better than they are. Suero and Young. Yeah, he does. He strikes out a lot. Aranda, 5 of 5 rookie. Oh, nice. Very nice. Nice red. That's awesome, dude. Congrats, man. We pulled a red of something last week. Oh, Robin Roberts. Remember that red? That was crazy. Carson Rooker and James Woods. I'll tell you what, that orange David Ortiz Big Poppy auto we pulled last week out of there is one of the nicest looking cards I've ever seen. Like, those Topps Chrome Platinum cards really are just beautiful. The color on them, they're so clear, they're so like crisp. I mean, they're just good looking cards. And that's why the price is going through the roof on them. All right, Deturi and Jones. All right, next two mojos. Yeah, I mean, they're just some of the nicest autographs I've ever seen, honestly. Super clean, just nice cards. Ronnie Mauricio, Rookie of the Year. Aaron Judge and Luciano. Hapa. Riley Green. Senga for the Mets. And Rojas, rookie. And Curtis Mead, rookie for Tampa Bay. 171 of 175. The Rays is Rob. Curtis Mead, rookie. Yeah, you're right, Matt. He does. He strikes out a lot. I think he's leading the league, isn't he, in strikeouts or close to it? If I saw the other day. But like I said, I mean, he also steals a ton. And I mean, he's got like great things and then, Jekyll and Hyde, like I said. But the team in general, like they have a lot of young talent. I don't know. I just thought they'd be, maybe that's the point. Maybe they're just young, a couple more years. They'll start to kick in. Not that I'm looking for the Reds to necessarily become a great team. I just, thought they'd be doing better than they were. And like I said, it seemed like in the first month they were doing well and then kind of fallen apart since then. Yeah, he's up at the top, right? Yeah. There was this guy. He's still in the minors. Oh, God, I'm not going to think of his name now. He's with Kansas City. Oh, come on, Christian. Think. What is his name? And I was reading this article about him, and he's just like pure power at the plate. But that's all he is. Like, it's home run or strikeout. Oh, God, what is his name? Walco and Honeyman. I can't believe I can't think of it. It's not coming to me. But I believe he's still in their minor league system. But I was reading this article, this was a couple of years ago about the guy, and his strikeout rate was like literally like 57%. But he had hit like 35 home runs that year or something like that. Like just like all or nothing. And the reason they brought it up, Sully Matthias, that's his name, Sully Matthias, Wilson and Williams. And now again, this article was a few years ago, but the reason for the article was they were comparing him to the Kyle Schwarbers and Joey Gallos of the world and saying about how, you don't necessarily need, like you can have these guys who bat 200, but because they walk a ton and they hit a lot of home runs, they're a real asset to their team. Their average doesn't quite matter as much. And the point was they were trying to teach this Sully Matthias how to walk. Lee and Tejada. Whether or not they did, I have no idea. I don't know where the guy is now. Yeah, there are a lot of good young guys, but some of them maybe a little too young, meaning maybe a little more seasoning below would be push. I don't know. I think some of these teams push these kids in a little too quick, but whatever. Now, like I said, I have no idea where or if Sully Matthias is even playing anymore, but that was, I just remember thinking, like, can you imagine this guy? I mean, as a professional baseball player, it's like, well, he's got a 2 out of 10 shot. He's going to hit a home run or strike. That's why when I see certain things like a sacrifice situation and they don't do it, I get so mad. I'm like, you're a professional baseball player. Hey, how can't you just hit a ball in the air? Sal Frelick, rookie. J-Rod. Cedane Raphael, rookie of the year favorites. Henry Davis and Bobby Witt. Yeah, baseball is in a really good spot. And I think has been for a little while now. Going all the way back to, say, maybe Juan Soto. Andy Rodriguez, Waltco, prospect power up Lombard, Corbin Carroll, and Jimenez. You can even take it back as far as like Chris Bryant and Judge and people like that. I mean, they weren't as plentiful as they are right now, but I think around that time you started to see this kind of younger prospect getting respect and getting into the show much quicker. Now, like if you take someone like Jackson Churio, for example, and again, I don't watch the guy on the regular basis, so this is just an outsider's observation. Did the Brewers need him that badly to bring him up? And is he not as successful in his first stint or in his rookie stint up here because he could have used another year in AAA, you know? Or, better example, Johan Rojas for the Phillies, who is a very good center fielder defensively. He's getting better at hitting, but he's been literally learning on the job because they basically pulled him from AA straight into the majors. And he hasn't necessarily hurt the team, or not now, he's playing well, but Sean Jimenez. But last year during the playoffs, I mean, he was almost like an automatic out. But his defense was so good they didn't care, you know. So again, do these young guys have to come up quite as quick? I don't know. Yeah, I think Holiday would be absolutely fine. I think there's so much pressure on that kid. He didn't have any, you know, I'm amazed he's, you know, his head didn't explode. And the thing is, Baltimore doesn't need him. They don't need him at all. And, you know, I was talking about this last week for those who were here. I was reading an article on an Orioles fan site last week that were saying they should trade him. And at first I thought it was crazy when I read the headline, but then when I read the article, I was like, this guy's absolutely right. Like, first of all, he's blocked by Gunnar. And yes, okay, this kid potentially could be, you know, a generational talent or certainly, you know, a long-term all-star, blah, blah, blah. But with as good as Baltimore is and as high as his prospect rating is and people's assumption of him, you know, if they were saying that they should trade him to Detroit for Tariq Skubal, because he'd be a huge addition to their team to try and win a World Series, and especially dealing with the Yankees this year and all of a sudden decide to be good. You know, again, maybe you should, but I mean, getting back to the original point, they didn't need to push Jackson Holiday up either. There's not even really room for him on the team right now. Josh Jung, Arjan Numala, nice one there. Dominguez, Williamson, and Wisenhunt. Yeah, Mason Miller. Yeah, a bunch of people here in Philadelphia were saying about going after Mason Miller, you know, with Justin Crawford and someone else, and that's okay. I don't want them to touch this team. Just leave them. Let them play. Leave it alone. But, you know, look, the Orioles are in a phenomenal situation. Anybody who's an Orioles fan out there should be so happy. I mean, the team is great. They have an amazing minor league system. I mean, their farm is just, that's what scares me about the Phillies is like they have a very good team, but they don't have much of a farm system to back it up. Like if these guys don't do something in these year or two time period, things are going to start thinning in Philadelphia for a while. And don't get me wrong, we got a couple guys, but not, I mean, Jesus, that Norfolk Tides team or whatever they're called, they could beat half the teams in Major League Baseball. Their AAA team could, you know. You got Holiday and Norby and all these guys down there who, Kobe Mayo and stuff who are literally like blocked down there. So I don't know what they're going to do as an organization. It's a very good problem to have. Let's, put it that way, but they're going to have to do something at some point. Mitchell, Guinipa, Porter, and Valdez. I saw the Tides play Charlotte night. Yeah, they scored like 24. I saw that too. There was another night they scored 28. This was like a month back or something. I forget who they were playing that night. The team's insane. It really is. I mean, honestly, they could probably be, like I said earlier, there's a lot of second place teams that aren't even 500. They would probably give them a run. Taylor and Acuna. It is always amazing to me how some of these, especially with the prospects, who get these, best prospect and this and that. And it is such a crapshoot when they come up. I mean, Horvath and Fernandez, it really is. I mean, the way people talk, like even Wander Franco before all his nonsense when he came up, he actually had a really good rookie year, but he didn't come up with the bang that people thought he, it's like all of a sudden he was going to be, the best player overnight, which didn't happen, although his rookie numbers actually were really good. It's amazing what we base, success on, Landetta and Johnson. But I don't know. Like, it's funny. If you go back over the last 10 years and look at who the number one prospects were and how they came up and how they did, I mean, some of them did very well, but many of them didn't. Max Clark, Brando Maya, Mauricio Volpe, and Mason Wynn, rookie. You would think that in a system where they have so many levels, the jump from AAA to pro wouldn't be as severe, but I guess it's just like every other sport, man. There's, once you get to the big league, there's, that's where they make or break you. What do we got here? Is that some gold? All right, let's see. Good luck, everyone. Armstrong, Frelick, rookie. Bobby Witt, Henry Davis, rookie. And for Seattle, Julio Rodriguez, 13 of 50 gold. Very nice. It's Purdy. Who's got the Mariners? Chris H. Buddy, nice hit. They had they had Dominic Brown at the Phillies game signing autographs like 2 weeks ago. My God, what a story. If you don't know who Dominic Brown is, he was the number one prospect in baseball back in like 2012, 2013, like around there. Like Jackson Holiday would be, he was like ranked number one. And he came up to play for the Phillies. He had this one incredible month in June of whatever year that was, 13, 14. And he hit like 25 home runs in a month. I know that wasn't the number, but it was incredible. It was like 22 or something like that. And it was his rookie season, and he honestly never did a thing after that, ever. And within like 4 years, he was out of baseball. He had 1 month where he was like, incredible. And then that was it. His career was over. Like, he just never did anything again. It's so weird. All right, last box. And I have his rookie card, and it was so funny because I was talking about him recently with someone, and then like that week he was at the stadium signing autographs at the Phillies game. Oh, Jason Dominguez. It's a cruel game. It is a cruel game. All right, Ramirez and Merrill. God, I have to go back and look that up exactly how many home runs he hit. He hit a ton, that's for sure. the hope is Vanderhee and Arias. The hope is with young talent, it draws younger viewers because that's I mean, and I know they're doing a lot of stuff to try and speed the game up and maybe make things more interesting or whatever. But it's still one of those sports where most kids are like, they'll go to the park, and watch and go play on the gym and do whatever. You know what I mean? Like they'll go to a game, but to sit down and watch a game if they're not directly related into baseball, Mayor and Santana, I kind of wonder if it's becoming too slow. You know what I mean? For even though they're trying to speed it up for generations to come, I don't mind slow. Giloff, Valencia, and Montgomery. So, the hope is if he gets young guys, it attracts young people and keeps not that baseball's going anywhere, but you get what I mean. All right, Brock Porter. And there's Jackson Holiday right there. Mason Wynn, rookie of the year favorites. Montez and Roderick Arias. Lost puck. Burrows, Lee, Canario, Judge, and Luciano. All righty. Not a ton of hits, but good ones. I mean, the few that we had were decent. I don't know. I can't tell what Bowman Mega Box is anymore. All right. I want to thank everyone for joining us. As always, I couldn't do this without y'all, and I do truly appreciate it. Where are we with... No, that's what I was just about to look at. I'm sure it is. Hey, we're going to do it. We're going to do it. Don't worry. Hey, whether it's filled or not, we're doing it. I don't care. It'd be nice if it did, but if, we'll figure it out. Let's see. Pick your team. All right. We still got the White Sox and Marlins available in the other one, but we'll break it. If somebody wants to pick up the White Sox, I'll eat the Marlins or whatever, but either way. All right, let's do a quick hit recap, and then I'm going to clean up and put this away. We'll go off for like 5 minutes, and we'll come back and we'll do that one. And if somebody feels a motivation to pick up the White Sox between now and then, that would be very cool. All right, hit recap for 2024 Bowman Mega Random Break number 149, half case random break number 149. Just a few of the top people I pulled out. As I said before, all the firsts and stuff gets sleeve and top loaded, but Namala, Walco, Cruz, Morales, there's Dylan Cruz again, Jason Dominguez, Kyle Teal, Lombard, and Ellie De La Cruz. A couple hits we had. Julio to 50. Very nice one for Seattle. Curtis Mead, rookie to 175. Zanatello autograph for Boston, and a very delicious Aiden Miller to 299 for the Phils. All right, so here's what we're going to do. Give me 5 minutes. I'm going to go off. We'll come back on. We'll do the other one. Just let me clean this up, and we'll be back in 5. So go get a drink, go to the bathroom, grab something to eat, something fun, and we'll be back in 5. Later.